What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Taste Like Music. Jason and Joe here, taking a look at the new list out from Rolling Stone. It is the top 500 songs of all time. This was a list they had done before, and they had updated, last updated in 2021. And now they've changed it again, adding 10 new songs to the list. We didn't react to this before, so this is our first time going through it. I guess we'll just scroll through and see what's happening here. I actually I know a little bit of what the old list looked like, but I don't really remember.
It was very similar to the album update that they did, and they just added a whole bunch of newer stuff to appeal to the youths. But I don't remember all the things they added. I'm sure there's a bunch of like Kanye and some Taylor Swift, and you got to think there's a bunch of Kendrick Lamar, more 90s rap would be my guess. The usual updates that they do.
All right, let's see. All right,
That is one of the new ones, as
that
it
is one of the
was.
new entries already. All right,
Hmm.
500. I mean,
It's
we're at number 500, so whatever. I think it's a good song. I like it's a good pop song. It's probably not
good
the
song, and it was the number one for like 8,000 weeks in a row. So, of all the things that they could add, that actually kind of makes sense.
Townes Van Zandt. Lizzo, is this a new one or was that already on the 2021
That was
list?
already on there.
Harry Nilsson, Without You, nice inclusion. This will hopefully get bumped off on the next update. Here's
I
Savain.
like that.
Carly Simon, my mortal enemy.
Mad Bunny, that's a new one. So recent update there. They have to throw Bad Bunny on there. He has to be on their list.
I don't know this song specifically. Maybe it's good, but
No, it's
every
not.
every Bad Bunny song that I've ever heard has been among the worst songs I've ever heard. So
Yeah.
Lil Nas X, Old Town Road. I get it. It was culturally significant, but I hate that song so much.
Yeah, it's real bad. Real bad.
Buddy Holly,
Cool. It's a good one.
probably the only Weezer inclusion, I would imagine.
Yeah, if that's 484, ooh, you feel like they've just really their critical cachet has just completely fallen off the map.
They haven't done anything good in decades, so that'll happen, I guess.
That's true. Maybe they'll get a Kiss like reevaluation.
Just a Friend, love to see that. Our Lips Are Sealed, love it. One of the best pop songs of the 80s. Sunday Morning Coming Down's classic. Stand By Your Man's kind of a funny song. I don't know. I like it. It's a good country song, but the lyrics are hilarious to me in our present climate.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, other than that Bad Bunny song, pretty solid so far. I think
Yeah,
most of
nothing
these are classics.
nothing making me mad yet.
Mm-mm.
By Earl. I don't know about that, but I'll Fade Into You is great. Come As You Are. I get it. Luther Vandross, sure.
Lucky as a it's one of those modern songs that just was so big that they kind of have to put it on there, and it's good. I'm fine with that.
Wonder how many Joni songs we'll get here. I
Good
would expect
question.
I would expect at least a few more.
Hmm.
Loser's interesting. It feels like Loser has become like the go-to song like for Beck. Like that's his biggest
Hmm.
tune now. For
Hmm.
me, it seemed like at the time that Odelay came out that Where It's At just had totally eclipsed Loser. It was just like such a huge step up. But now that song
Yeah.
doesn't seem to be as well remembered.
I almost never hear where it's at. I hear Loser a lot still. Bon Jovi sneaking on. That's surprising. That's a new one. A&W.
Come on. That's the first really that's more egregious than Bad Bunny.
I'm not sure why A&W was like the critically beloved song from that album. I thought that was a okay song, but I don't even think it would be. I mean, it didn't make any of my lists.
For me, it was I didn't like that record. I think I gave it 2.5 stars, and that's the worst song on it. I think it's terrible.
Hmm.
Internet's slow as hell right now. Let's go on.
Nothing worse than Rolling Stone's website. It is truly just, I don't know. I don't know who built it, but they should be fired and never work again. First Beatles appearance.
Help. All right, we got one Beatle. Rosalita. Cosmic Dancer. That's a
Hmm.
surprising choice.
That is a surprising choice.
Got to assume there'll be another T-Rex or two if that's on the list.
Yeah, I think so. Miranda Lambert, that's seems just like a random, be like, hey, we need some country. Find a Miranda Lambert song.
Passionate Kisses. That's a great pick. Call Me Maybe. Girl.
Charlie, yeah. Even though I don't like that song that much. Limelight's great. It's good.
Gina's Punk Rocker. West End Girls from Pet Shop Boys. This is all fine.
I'm really okay with pretty much all of this. Break My Soul's a new one. Another big old cultural touch point, I guess.
I guess. Enjoy the silence. This list so far it feels pretty 90s heavy, right?
Mm-hmm. That's a new one. I've never heard of that.
Yeah, no clue what that is. Nigerian pop stars.
Heavy metal drummer. Boo. Hate that song.
There'll be more welcome, I'm sure.
I'm always surprised when like things like Freebird and Living on a Prayer in Africa make these kind of lists. I mean, I like them, but I just assume that critically they're just hated. But I think there's definitely, we just did the Kiss album review, the reevaluation of some of these like standard classic rock songs is interesting to me.
I don't know if it's even critical reevaluation. I think Rolling Stone make a lot of populist concessions. They like to have
Maybe.
a blend of like things that your everyman likes
Yeah.
so that they can read the list and not feel totally
Yeah. That's
ostracized.
probably true. Kiss sighting.
Albums
Wonder,
aren't loading
wonder if
very
that'll be
quickly.
the only one.
I would assume that that is the only the. I mean, I guess Detroit Rock City would be maybe the only other one that I could see placing higher than this, but I would be surprised if there's any other Kiss on this list.
Yeah. Don't know that one. That's a new one.
So yeah, 2023.
They're trying to add a little bit of world music,
So you said
a
there's
little
10.
more English.
How many of the 10 new ones are non-English or Latin?
The Bad Bunny. I don't know if the Whiz Kid, I guess that's English. This one, and then there's one more that I don't know if it's in English or not, to be honest.
Well,
Rule Summer, that's a new one. I guess it's been hot on the charts lately, so Allison. I wonder if that'll be the only Elvis Costello song.
yeah, that's interesting. That is kind of like his at least in the US, the biggest hit, I think, but
Mm-hmm. Rock Grace. That was my 94 winner. I'm doing the 94 deep dive coming up. Let's see if it stays there.
Brown Coldplay Fix You. Interesting.
Hmm. I like that song. That's surprising to me.
Oh, someone called a song Springsteen. Guess who likes it? Rolling Stone.
I do wonder what the highest country song is gonna be.
Yeah, that's a fun thing to think about. We can place our bets on that. My guess would be
Gotta be like a Patsy Cline song or something going way, way
I'm
back.
thinking either like Ring of Fire or Walk the Line, or maybe
Yeah,
or
that's a good
possibly
call.
Jolene.
Oh, yeah. Dolly's got some cachet still. There's Salmon. I think that's the first metal song that's been on the list.
No, there was Bon Jovi.
Oh, sorry. You're right.
Oh no, there was a Motorhead too. Does that count as metal?
Yeah, we'll count Motorhead. I don't remember that song at all, but it's got Bad Bunny on it, so it's making the list.
Bush Gambino, Redbone,
Song Rules, we all know that.
Your Bag's great.
Hmm.
Slits, interesting. Radiation Vibe, that's another kind of interesting inclusion.
Yeah, that would not be. I I would have 8 billion guesses before I thought Fountains of Wayne Radiation Vibe would make the Rolling Stone Top 500. Might be the most surprising one yet.
Driver's License.
That's a new one. No Bob Dylan yet. No Stones yet. One Beatles so far.
Yeah,
No Zeppelin.
it's the first Elton song too, right?
Hmm. John Prine.
All good. Not a lot of complaints yet. Just a couple that I think are pretty bad selections, but mostly this is all stuff that I expect to be on a list like this.
Hmm. Yeah, whatever changes they made from the original list, I think there was one in the 2000s. Like, there's some modern stuff, but there seems to be a fair amount of classics on here, stuff that you would expect. It's not nearly as bad as the albums list, at least so far. That's not even a new one, but it's kind of lame.
They committed to that early on the 2021 list and they're sticking with it.
They did.
Other Bad Bunny.
That's not a new one either.
I mean, I know
Um,
he's like the most popular artist in the world right now, but
Couple too many Bad Bunny songs. That is Rolling Stone's biggest weakness, Bad Bunny and Taylor Swift.
Portions for Foxes, that is incredible that that's on here. I love that song,
That's
but
wild.
would not have expected to see that. Yeah, this is all your standard stuff. Blank Space. Yeah. How many Taylor songs do you think are going to be on here total?
Uh, Probably like six.
So you think we got four
I guess we
more?
already at two, right?
Yeah. What do you think are the remaining four?
Um,
Shake It Off.
God, I don't know. Would they dare put Shake It Off on here?
Love
I think
Story.
that, think they will put All Too Well somewhere on here. 'Cause I think that was who's the guy I hate from Rolling Stone?
Rob Sheffield.
Yeah, I think that was his number one song of all time when he did his list. So I think that'll make it. I don't think I wouldn't think like Style is gonna make it, but they'll put something early. Um, just don't know what. Something from Red, maybe like Trouble or something. We're never getting back together. Who knows? I don't want to think about it.
There's our first Dylan entry, Visions of
Ooh,
Johanna.
Dylan Sevey will be upset that his favorite song of all time is 317.
Did we suddenly end up on the worst songs of all time list? We got Kraftwerk and No Scrubs here back to back.
People love No Scrubs. That song was huge. You got some Bob Seger in this list. This is wild. I expected to be much more outraged. But I guess I mean, these songs are so well known and popular that you kind of have to include them.
Rock Lobster. Love to see it.
First, first Beach Boys appearance.
I gotta say no to this one.
I'm gonna say yeah to that one.
Among my least favorite songs ever. It was my worst of the year, songs of the year video, the year it came out.
Too many good memories associated with that song.
I have none, so
That'd be the difference.
uh,
Getting in a lot of the Bruce. I
yeah.
expect there to be just
I expect the top 100 to be all Bruce.
they're gonna try and put on as many Beyonce songs as legally possible, probably as well.
Never Tear Us Apart is great. I wonder if that'll be the only In Excess song here.
Yeah, that they're one you could possibly see a couple more singles on there. BTS. So that's two for BTS.
It's the first Radiohead that we've seen.
Yeah,
Armored Police.
I'm a Police. It's a good choice. The BTS one was a new one, the Spring Day. I don't know. Never heard that one before.
I love this song for Falling in Love. One of my favorite punk songs.
Hmm, interesting. Isley's Kill Bill is the highest new song on the list.
All right, so from here on out, it's all stuff that has been on the list.
Hmm.
Left of the dial. We getting any Todd here?
I've not seen a Todd. No Todd so far.
Will we though?
I think you could see one. Still haven't seen a Zeppelin song.
There's our second Joni entry with River.
Hmm. Hmm.
Sabotage high on my list of best music videos of all time.
Pavement. Hopefully that's the last time we see them.
Second Beatles, Eleanor Rigby.
Backstreet Boys at 240. Wow.
That's bad. That's
It's
not
pretty
good. Especially when
good.
you've just shown me Eleanor Rigby.
Eleanor Ruby's good, but not quite as good as the Backstreet Boys.
September Girls.
Oh, great song. Maybe the only Birds appearance. That's a good one.
Yeah, it's a Dylan song.
Yeah. Single Ladies. I love Beyonce, but that song blows.
There's a light. There's three Joni.
Hey, Johnny.
Is Joni gonna out have more entries than the Beatles and Dylan? I think she
No,
might.
I can't see that.
I think it's very possible.
And we haven't even touched the big Bob songs or the big Beatles songs.
217 seems a little high for a just 17.
Maybe, maybe.
Did they put it at a 17 on purpose?
Probably. Like we could put this at 480, but let's put it at 217 because it syncs up with the sound. We've only seen one Fleetwood Mac song, I think. So, oh, first Steely Dan, about damn time. It's a great song.
The first
Great song.
Stones? Is it the first Stones?
That might be the first Stones song. Wow. They must be just like, maybe they just went like pure classic rock, populist with the top 100 or something, because it does seem odd that we have not seen more Stones. That should be like three, but it's fine. Slightly worse than Baby One More Time. Have we seen a Bowie yet?
At the first Bowie? Might be. First Stevie, too, right?
Yeah. Wild. At least a couple Eltons. I mean, we've seen like four Johnny Cash songs.
All right. Hopefully, this isn't the highest country song. We get at least one in the top 200.
You'd hope so that they'd find some room for some classic country.
All right. Top 200 now. Hopefully, I would think you're going to see a lot of the big classic rock stuff from here on out.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be some crazy stuff, though, too. I'm fully prepared for uh, Bowie, Aerosmith, Marvin Gaye, Sexual Healing. There's
That's,
Crazy.
that's crazy, yeah. So we got one Patsy, highest country so far, Rid of Me. Get rid of that.
Wild
There's some more
Horses.
Stones. Oh, Ode to Billy Joe, sure.
More Bowie.
Now we're just getting like Bowie every five or six scrolls here.
There's a Dylan.
So Dylan, that's a good one. Approve of
Second
that.
Dylan, right?
Yeah, second Dylan after Visions of Johanna. Now we're getting more of the big names.
Simon and Garfunkel. Second Bird song, 8 Miles
Oh,
High.
oh. Must be that Coltrane influence, the modal Coltrane influence.
Van
First
Halen.
Van Halen.
Followed by a song that they covered.
Hmm, probably did that on purpose. REM sighting. I think that's their first on here.
First, yeah.
Marky Moon. Just talking about that in Discord. Great song. Nina, Louie. I prefer White Snakes in the Still of the Night, but
167.
I don't mind it.
I mean, I don't mind it, but like 167 with right alongside all these other things, that is crazy.
Might be a little high. Crazy was a little earlier. There's another mod. Or no,
It's
that's
the
the first
first.
mod.
Yeah,
Probably the only mod.
I would imagine that's the only.
That's the
Yeah.
version.
There's our third Dylan, his version, both versions of Mr. Tambourine Man.
Listen, the Bob Dylan version isn't very good. Let's just call it like it is.
Landslide.
Hmm.
One of my least favorite Fleetwood Mac hits of
I
that.
like it, but I wouldn't put it on my top 500. Pink
Pink Man.
Moon, sure. Green
That's
Day.
ridiculous. Just talked about it. Rocket Man.
Elton. Oh, the first Zeppelin is Cashmere. That doesn't bode well.
How many more Zeppelin we getting? I think maybe two more.
Get Stairway, and you'll get Over the Hills and Far Away, probably.
Now you'll get Stairway and you will get
Black Dog, Rock and Roll.
maybe those, but I'm thinking maybe Dazed and Confused or a Whole Lot of Love.
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised that this isn't in the top 100.
Yeah, me too.
Aesop
George
Rock.
Jones, is that going to be the top one? 142.
Thank you. Next. That's
Oh,
extremely
oh,
high for thank
oh
you.
my
Next.
God. Oh my
That's
God.
bad. She Loves You. That's three Beatles now, right?
hmm Wow, Journey, 133. Wow. That's way too high.
I think it's a little too high for both of these. That's
Yeah, probably. God, no.
I love that song, but 129 of all time is ridiculous.
Mhm.
There's a Whole Lot of Love. Let It Be. X-Ray Specs at 120. Ooh,
No. Yes. Hmm. Creep at
Creep.
118. Wow.
Is that all we're gonna get? Is Karma Police and Creep?
I'd be surprised if Paranoid Android doesn't pop up somewhere. Or some stupid song from In Rainbows. It's toxic.
Some of these
Sure.
some of these juxtapositions that they have are just ridiculous.
Now we're getting the Beatles and the Stones and the Bowies and the classic rock.
You ought to know.
You- People love that song.
Maybelline.
No,
Maps 101. Little high.
yeah, about 10,000.
Not even sure that's the 101st best song of the year it came out. Okay. Blowing in the Wind. Does that make it 4-4 between Beatles and Dylan? Staying Alive. 5-4. Since you
What?
That's just ridiculous.
Come on. Who are you trying to fool here, Rolling Stone? No, absolutely not. 77. That's the worst one I've seen on this whole list.
I'll Walk the Line. 76. Is that going to be it for country? Common People at 75. Wow.
People, common people, total just people love that song. That is like the Britpop song representative, I think.
It's like they called a phone a friend for they called up NME and was like, give us something to put in the 75 spot.
Wow, it's probably top 10 now, the way it's been in the news and
Wonder
everything.
where this
Caught
was on the
the
last one.
Grammys. I don't think it got changed.
Even the placements stayed the same, you think?
I don't know. That's tough. Maybe that did get bumped. That seems too high. There's All Too Well. I knew it. I freaking knew it. God damn you, Rob Sheffield.
Troubled Water. 66 seems kind of actually low for that. I would have expected that top 20. There's Jolene.
There's Jolene. Okay, I think you were right.
63 anymore.
One, it's a little high. Stairway. So that's what, three? I was running up the hill. Had to have been moved up. That might be the highest Beach Boys.
Still got God Only Knows on the board. I would imagine that's up there.
Are they cool enough to put that in the top 50?
I would imagine.
All right, top 50. Not off to a promising start.
Not a good start.
Gasolina. That
Oof.
blows my mind. Lauren Hill, sure.
It,
There's only been one Kanye song, so are they gonna put like a Kanye in the top 10? Yeah, there's Idiot Take. God damn it.
Paper Planes, 46th best song of all time.
Okay, so now here's where they just like shoehorning in like just the garbage. I mean, All Right's a good song, but I don't think it's the 45th best song of all time.
They've
Over
they've
Bag
I was pretty cool with everything until we got to this
until
top
we get
50.
to the top
They are
50.
tanking here in the home
Yeah,
stretch.
that's just totally. I mean, I love Bombs Over Baghdad, but that's a little high. Doves Cry. Okay. Seven Nation Army. God, no.
This is really bad. Things have gone downhill quickly here.
Yeah, it's just completely crashed and burned.
Juicy.
Oh, juicy.
Royals at 30. What are we doing?
Just close it out. Just close this video out. Imagine. No, please. Purple Rain. Good. Bohemian. No. Okay. With that crazy. Ugh. Okay, I like that. Okay, it's good. It's good. There it is. Okay, 11. So that's pretty good. That's redeeming a little bit.
All right, top 10. Hey,
Mm, hmm, hmm. I don't dreams that because it was in a TikTok video.
it's yeah. It, it was fine until a couple years ago. Now it's the ninth best song of all time.
Get your freak on. Maybe a little high for me, my taste.
Strawberry Fields.
Good. What's going on? Obviously, it's gonna be super high up. Not my favorite. Fine. I think that was number one before. So I expect there to be like a Kesha song at number one now. Is gonna come. Great. What the hell is gonna be?
We got Public Enemy. Fight the
Okay. Fight the
Power.
Power, number two. Interesting. Gotta be a Bob Dylan song.
I mean, we just saw Like a Rolling Stone. I don't think they're going to put anything ahead of that. We have Penny Lane left, I think, but that would be weird.
Yeah, they're not gonna put that. Hey Jude was already on there. Like Purple Haze or something. It's gonna be something weird. Something older. Ray Charles. No, they already did all the Charles songs.
Did they? I remember seeing What I'd Say. Did we see Georgia on My Mind?
Yeah. Is there like a Joni Mitchell song or something that they would put at
I
number
think we got the
one?
big ones. We got Case of You and Both Sides Now.
Yeah. See what it is. I'm scared. So scared.
Okay.
Ah, Rita. Interesting choice. Not the correct choice, but an interesting choice. It's a great song. It's a classic. I mean, it's recognized as one of the greats, but I don't know. The best song of all time.
Yeah.
It's
I
tough.
mean, I think this list in general is like if you've never listened to music before, you don't know anything, and you're looking for a guide, this isn't the worst place to start. It'll introduce you to a wide variety of things. Uh, that top 50 though is pretty bad.
Yeah, it sucked. Let's never speak of it again.
All right. Well, let us know what you think of that list. What do you think they got right? And what do you think were some of the biggest blunders? Yeah, drop it in the comments, hit the like button, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next one.